a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Now it's Nix. Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Second and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, here's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
32-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Schmidt on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's second and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, Denver.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, Harvey breaks a tackle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with second down and less than a yard. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
J.K. Dobbins, a 22-yard scamper. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw is Watson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Watson. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give up the middle, Judkins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
4 yards. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
1st down and goal to go.
Sampson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Broncos' 1-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, Judkins. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Over the middle, he finds Boston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they'll go on the ground. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Third and 9.
Now Watson going to change the look here. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
That's another Browns first down.
An inside run with Judkins. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, Watson.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Nix. That one taken in. It's Troy Franklin.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Out quick to Boston.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man, the tight end Fannin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Watson changing the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
This one downfield for Tillman. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
20, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
J.K. Dobbins,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Yards on the play. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins from a yard out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Watson. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Broncos 21, Browns 11.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 11. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.